130 countries wanted RT-PCR and wanted training how to use these RT-PCRs. So we did, and we supported more than 300 laboratories immediately. I agree, like my colleague from UNICEF, we were facing the challenge of the supply chain, and we were part of the CMT task force. But nevertheless, we have also a system in place that was efficient enough to also try to supply. However, we were asked why this is happening, why member states were not ready, why there is no capacity on the ground to be able to detect. And that's why we immediately launched an initiative called Zodiac. I don't know if some of you have heard about it, which is Zoonotic Disease Integrated Action Plan. And the idea is really to build capacity on the ground, is to train people. This is missing, how to use technology, how the biosafety aspect, but also this network, sharing data, sharing the standard operational procedures. There is no discussion, everything is on silos. And joining the CMT was for us also open eye, because we knew what everybody is doing, and we knew that each one of us has a niche, and we are complementing each other. This is very important. And on the ground, through Zodiac, we also were doing what maybe others are doing, but we were doing it for 60 years. So we were just going there and enhancing the capability of this network. Because what we have noticed is that institutions are passive. They react at the moment when we were hit by the pandemic.
We all know, and those of you who are in the room we are probably the most passionate about this topic, but antimicrobial resistance is more of a phenomenon. It's not one disease. It's when bugs such as bacteria no longer are killed or stopped in their tracks by an available or what exists in treatments. The recent estimates of antimicrobial resistance directly attribute to 1.3 million human deaths from 2019 data. And that has been a harsh eye-opener. For me and for many of us who worked at the bedside for many years, it was not a surprise. In fact, I might comfortably say that I think it's an underestimate. But the data also shows that 5 million deaths are associated with antimicrobial resistance. The WHO is prioritizing the launch of the AMR national surveys to better keep our fingers on the pulse for AMR and to set the stage for assessing trends, spread of new resistance mechanisms, and to assist in supporting evidence-based policy and intervention.
And really focus on helping the entrepreneurs and the innovators, not only with capital to do this, but also insight in how we need to do it, where we need to bring it through, what indications, and so forth. And really relying on the data from what WHO does and others to understand where we should be developing the drugs. And I think that's a key point. For us, we look at roughly a decade of R&D to bring a new antibiotic to market. That means we need data for what these pathogens are, for what they will look like 10 years from now. And that data needs to be robust, and it needs to be from around the world, so we know, A, what to make, where to take it, and where the patient benefit ultimately is.